beautiful ladies out there. How are you? A big shout out to the ladies, you know, the Lord of the Rings. Those people that have that take engagement rings and then they have them on for as long as 2 years and then they keep claiming, look, I'm engaged, I'm taking. Then you go for parties and then you end up taking that placard saying, look, taking, I'm next, and it never happens. Well, this is Night.com TV and I'm Temi Tokokokola. Today we'll be finding out from Nigerians how long they think a guy should engage a girl. How long do you think a girl should wear an engagement ring for before she settles down with him finally? So let's find out.
Maximum of, I think, a year.
A year.
Yeah.
So if a guy puts the ring on the hand for a year, it's still fine.
It's still okay, at least for them to planning before the final step. So a year is okay.
What if within that 1 year something happens to him and then he finds another girl, one sharp lady just, you know, get belly for the girl?
And then you throw the ring away now.
So what if your friend now starts saying, oh look, you're a lot of the rings. They put ring on your finger for how many months now?
No, it's not that we'll put it on every day. But after the whole this thing, I'll just throw it away or give it back to the guy.
So you don't wear the ring. If you see that the engagement is taking too long, you not wear the ring every day again?
Yes. It's not an everyday thing. Just once in a while, maybe during occasions or stuff like that.
But don't you think during occasions you may be actually cutting off, you may be making a mistake of shutting other guys out and they may be ready?
Then I know I still have someone who is in place. Then if he misbehaves, I'll just throw it away.
I think like 3 to 5 months is enough time, because by the time the engagement ring is on her finger, it shows that he's ready to go on to the next level. So putting that engagement ring there and not making any conscious move to finalize everything in terms of ceremonies and all of that, meeting the family, then I think it's a bit shady. Probably just trying to show you that, okay, just lock you down and, okay, this, I know you want this, or yeah, take the ring. But then when it's more than 3 or 5 months, then you should check what he has been up to.
What do you have to say about those ladies that we refer to as Lord of the Rings?
I would say they should go and return the ring, because they are probably missing out on their sex partner, or, you know, sort of by wearing that ring, because there could be someone looking at you and very interested in just getting married to you in less than 3 or 4 months, and then you're Lord of the Ring. So you're technically missing out.
Off the market.
Yes.
Okay, so how about if a guy pleads with you and says, look, in 1 year I want us to have this big Bella Niger kind of wedding, and just have the ring. At least you know that I'm for you. I've proposed already.
The ring is not enough. At least if that's the conversation, then there are certain things you should do, like the basics, like going to see my parents and paying the bride price. That does not require a huge ceremony. The huge ceremony can come when you want to invite family and friends and do the traditional and white and the Bella Niger wedding. But as long as you've paid my bride price and I know that we are married, then it's legit. You can go on with your 1 year or 2 years plan. Yes.
So you won't agree, or you won't even allow a guy put a ring on this beautiful fingers
unless
and keep
you're
them
ready to go to the next level. You can't just tie me down like that. So if you're putting the ring in 3 or 5 months, we should be doing our introduction, paying bride price and all of that. Like see what Banky W and Co did. They got engaged in less than 6 days. They did their introduction. Everyone is still waiting for the wedding, but of course, bride price has been paid, introduction has been done. That's how it should be.
I think it shouldn't be more than 1-2 years. Yeah, in order to study each other well and to know each other's character.
Within the 1-2 years, apart from studying each other, what would you be doing?
Preparation for the wedding as well. Because as a man, you have to prepare yourself well financially. Then you observe yourself that you are fit to cope with a woman.
So if you're getting engaged to her and you want her to wait 1 to 2 years to plan the wedding, what were you doing before? Like, how long do you think it would take you to actually put a ring on the finger upon knowing her?
Like 6 months.
So 6 months after knowing a lady, you can put a ring on it?
At least.
And then at least?
I should be able to know much about her.
Okay, so you now use 1 year to
prepare myself fit to live with woman and how to handle marriage.
Okay, what if she says she wants to get married? Like, look, 1 year, 2 years, that's long for me. So why don't you just let us do this thing in six months? What do you think?
I think issue of marriage is in man's hand. Because number one, as in African here, is a man that carries responsibility of home. So is a man that will know the time that is best for him to get married to the woman.
So the man has a final say.
I think that.
If she drops the ring and returns it and says, look, it's been too long, they are starting to call me Lord of the Rings outside.
To me, that means she's not my wife. Yeah.
Maybe grace of 3 months more, 9 months.
After 9 months?
If nothing is done, then she should move forward with her life.
So what do you have to say about all those ladies that wear rings for as long as 2 years, and then they keep claiming I'm engaged, and I have a fiancé?
I think my advice to them is maybe if you love the guy very much, that you think you have hope that even after 1 year he can still come, but you wait for 1 year. But if he's not forthcoming and you see any serious guy that come around, you get married.
How about this concept? Ladies actually get rings from the guys, and then they start flaunting around. Look, I'm married. No, I'm almost married. I'm taking. Do you think ladies too should put some sort of identification on guys too, so that ladies can avoid them? Because it's not fair. What do you think?
In this our world, African, you understand, is I think it has been a culture that a man proposed to a woman. And so I don't think it's necessary. Man pay bride price, not woman. You understand? So to me, there's not an advice or a word that you must engage the man also to keep him. No, I don't buy that idea.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
So if a guy proposes to her, she could take on the ring and wear it for a year before they start planning wedding.
Of course.
Don't you think things might happen between them and everything might scatter within that period of 1 year?
Yeah, you need to know who the guy is. A guy can know who the lady is. If you're having something with another guy, you can use the opportunity to know who is she.
How about that period before he proposes to her and then he got her engaged? What has he been doing with her?
Then we watch yourself. Yeah.
So 1 year is not too much?
It's not too much.
You don't?
It's not too much because you need to know the person you are going to stay with forever and ever.
Okay. So are you engaged? I can see you're married.
Yeah.
How long did your husband put the ring on it before he finally took you down?
Let's say a year. Yeah.
Well, if I propose to a lady, as soon as possible, I propose to the radio, as in to the lady. We should just let me just say, not quite long, but I will put her the ring, let me just say for 2 months.
2 months, and then you do wedding with her, ba?
Yeah.
If it's longer than that, what do you think? For all those ladies that have been wearing rings for 2 years now and they never marry.
Sure, there's nothing bad about it, but some of them are just faking themselves. So that kind of situation, I don't know what to say upon. And some of them wear ring without getting married. They are just faking themselves. So for them to use, as in, let me just say they are losing their opportunity as time goes on. But sure, maybe as time goes on now, they will realize that they are making a lot of mistakes by putting ring where no wedded. You understand? So there will be the problem.
Those have been wearing rings for like 1 year. They should just go and remove it if the guy is not ready, ba?
Yes, now if the guy is not ready, they should go and move it now because they are just deceiving themselves. So you get, they are just deceiving themselves. So they should go and remove it and search for a better either husband for future. But putting the ring, it does not make any sense without having any husband or without having any proposal at all. So they are making a lot of mistakes.
But if you put the ring on a lady's finger now, in 2 months you marry her?
I can't, yes, in 2 months, if I really trust, before I put a ring for a lady's hand down, maybe the relationship has been too long. Then I'm very, very composed that I want to marry her. Then I'll just put the ring. Then I'll wait for the ring for 2 months and I'll get married to her. which I've already tossed, I've already, you understand?
One, I think there should be an agreement before even putting on the engagement ring. But even if there is no agreement, 6 months at most, 8 months, a year.
8 months a year.
Yes.
So if it exceeds that, what happens?
The girl should ask question. What is the next plan? Where am I going? Am I Lord of the Ring? Or I'm getting married to you? You shouldn't tie me down unnecessarily. It doesn't make sense if a guy ties you down for more than 6 months. Even at 6 months, before 6 months, you should know that something is coming up. 6 months, you should be planning moving to the next level. So we're in the range of 6 months and there's nothing. The lady should talk.
Wait, let me ask you this. Before he puts the ring on her finger, like how long do you think it should take for him to put the ring? Like how long should he have known her for before he puts the ring? At least that one would probably help us know how long she should wear it for again.
To me, 3 months is enough to know that I want to settle down with this girl. I want to settle down with this boy. So after 3 months and you agreed, you accepted the ring, then 6 months, that's 9.
9 months already.
Should move ahead.
So if after a year nothing happens,
The girl should talk.
she should talk. And then after talking, what should she do? Because she could talk and then he will say, look, I'm still trying to gather resources.
I should know what you are gathering. If I don't see a future in what you are gathering, then what's the big deal? I should see something promising in what he's doing.
It depends. You know, what one is looking for in marriage depends on how long you can date. For instance, once you have your, lay down rules or what you're actually looking for in marriage, and you got it that day that you met the guy or the guy met the lady, I don't know what is keeping them. The next week they can get married. Okay. But if it's taking you longer time to, maybe you don't know how to assess to get what you want, then you can give yourself maybe more time. You know whether this person has what I'm actually looking for or not. But immediately you see that what you're actually looking for in your marriage, in your home, he or she has it, I don't know, nothing delays you.
Okay, so if you put a ring on your finger now, how long do you think you should take him to say, look, let's go to the church and get this done?
That is what I'm saying. Immediately we have seen that we have the same thing in common, that we can live together for longer, we can endure ourselves, we can tolerate ourselves, we can understand ourselves. Anytime now, anytime that we are ready, let's go.
Okay, so what do you have to say to all those ladies that wear rings for as long as 2 years?
It depends. That is one thing about my own philosophy is that everything based on what you want. Whatever you want determines what you want to do. For my own time now, I don't really waste time. Since I already know that this is what I wanted, immediately I went for it, and we realized it. Not that maybe anybody is telling us. We understood what we actually want, so nothing is keeping us. So I don't know. It could take 1 day, it could be 1 month, it could be 1 year, it could be 2 years. In fact, it could be 10 years before you decide. So it depends on what you are actually looking for, the understanding of what you look for. So my own advice for youth is understand what you want. What do you really want? Once you can identify what you want, then nothing is keeping you. That's my own.
Okay, thank you so much, madam. Oh, well, we've heard a lot of things from Nigerians. Some say, oh, you could wait for as long as 10 years, in as much as you understand the person you're dealing with. While others say, oh, look, 6 months is okay for me and we are done. If you're putting a ring on the finger, then in 6 months, you should take me to your parents and let's do this thing finally. Well, that'll be all on Street Gist for today. Temitope Popola, and this is Night.com TV. A big shout out to Emmanuel Osodi, the man behind the camera. And a big shout out also to Damilare Okola. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till next week, bye.